GameRanks presents 10 of the best tower defense games. Whether you're playing on mobile, PC, or console, these games are awesome and they'll certainly keep you busy. So let's get started off with number 10. Death Trap is an interesting tower defense game that has action RPG elements. It's really bloody and gory and focused on killing, and it's called Death Trap because it focuses around you setting up your own traps as defenses. There's 25 of these traps and 150 different upgrades for them, so you can kind of make your own unique traps to really tailor your playstyle, and that's where Death Trap really shines. Number 9. Defense Grid 2 is one of the best, and a sequel to one of the best tower defense games of all time. Defense Grid 2 adds new worlds, different strategies, a new look, different game modes, and different co-op and versus modes. And big surprise here, but it's even more fun than the original. The best thing I can say about DG2 is that the minimum requirements for your PC is actually really pretty easy, and anyone can get into this game, but it's difficult to master, and you will get addicted. Number 8. Revenge of the Titans is a unique and very cool-looking tower defense game that adds real-time strategy elements. And it got glowing reviews by all the major outlets for a reason, because it is a lot of fun, it's absolutely gorgeous, and there's a 50-level campaign that'll keep you busy for a really long time. At times, it might seem like a little bit of a standard tower defense game, but it's just in such a nice package that is really compelling and worth checking out. Number 7. Anomaly: Warzone Earth is a special tower defense game because it's reversed. You're tasked from saving a near-future Earth from an alien onslaught, and you have to decide which troops you're gonna send and where you're gonna send them to best maximize your entry and your attack without getting killed. So yeah, basically it is the complete opposite of a tower defense game, and it's totally awesome. Because it's reversed, it might scare you away, but it's actually really cool and feels really familiar. You're in control of the attacking units, and it's a blast. It's really fun, really fast-paced, and battles take place fairly quickly, so it's good for bite-sized play sessions. Number 6. Speaking of bite-sized playthroughs, we have Kingdom Rush, available for all the mobile systems. Kingdom Rush is one of the best mobile tower defense games. There's a bunch of them now, but the original still seems the best. Kingdom Rush takes place in a medieval fantasy setting, so you're setting up archers and mages and wizards and knights and all kinds of fun stuff, but it's just so great. Yes, while the medieval fantasy setting might be a little been there and done that, the game has a great sense of humor with cheeky little references. It's got a lot of heart, and it's just tower defense done right. It might not be the most innovative, but what it does so freaking well. Number 5. Plants vs. Zombies. Everybody knows this game. That's why it's on the list. It's a 2009 tower defense game. It's one of the most popular, and it's one of the best. You can play it on basically anything, but it's best suited to mobile. It's got a good sense of humor, a bright look, and it's fun for bite-sized play sessions on your phone, on the subway, on the bus, or in the car. That being said, it is very much more on the kids' side, so these zombies aren't going to be ripping anybody's heads off. But it's still worth checking out, whether it's your iPhone, your Android, or a console. Number 4. Dungeon Defenders 2 is an awesome action tower defense game with classic RPG elements in it. You can find loot and you can level up. What's cooler than that? It's gorgeous, it looks exactly like a cartoon, and there's 4-player co-op that is awesome. It's also one of the more addictive and infinitely replayable games on our list because you can play with friends, and there's tons of different possibilities with the leveling and loot. Dungeon Defenders 2 is definitely the one tower defense game on this list that we recommend playing with a friend, because it's totally worth it, and you guys will have a blast. Number 3. Orcs Must Die 2 is a trap-focused tower defense game. You can run around and slay orcs with your sword, and that's all well and good, but setting traps is the key to winning. There's new fortresses, dwarven mines, you can play as a war mage or a sorceress, and there's tons of different things to pick up and use to your advantage. The story-based campaign is actually a lot of fun, and it'll keep you busy for a while, and there are a ton of different upgrades that make this game last a while, not to mention a nightmare difficulty, which is freaking insanely hard. And of course, you can also play with your friends. Orcs Must Die 2 kinda just checks off every single bullet point on the list. Pixel Junk Monsters is another game from Pixel Junk and is a PlayStation exclusive tower defense game. What makes Pixel Junk Monsters a little better is that unlike traditional tower defense games, the player controls a character around the screen and you run around and collect coins and build stuff. Like a lot of games on this list, you can also play with a friend. What makes Pixel Junk Monsters special is that it has a very unique look and recently added 15 new levels thanks to an expansion pack. While it started out as just a PlayStation 3 and PSP game, now you can play it on the Vita, the PC, and Mac. Number 1. Dungeon of the Endless is a roguelike tower defense game. Yes, 2 of your favorite genres combined. In Dungeon of the Endless, the player and their team of heroes must protect the generator of their crashed ship while exploring an ever-expanding dungeon. So yes, there is tower defense elements to it, but it's very much a dungeon exploration game, and that's what makes it really special. I've spent a ton of hours playing this game. It's brilliantly designed, and it's really freaking hard. But most importantly, it's gorgeous and absolutely badass, and there's nothing else like it on the market today. So if you like tower defense, but you want something a bit more unique, and you're not afraid of a challenge, Dungeon of the Endless is definitely worth checking out, and that's why it ranks number 1 on our list. So ladies and gentlemen, those are 10 of the best tower defense games. Of course, there's many more out there that we didn't include on this list, so let us know what your favorite tower defense games are. Do you disagree with us? What would you add to the list? Let us know. And if you did have a good time and maybe checked out a game from this list, give us a like because it really helps us out. Subscribing is even better though because we do videos like this and giveaways all the time. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.